Hello everyone, this is Pooja Rawat. I want to ask you that you all love paintings. Everybody loves colors and paintings, brushes. Everybody loves colors, and you all do paintings at your schools and at your drawing periods also. But can you imagine and have you anytime you imagine that what is the history of the painting and what is the past of the painting and how the style of painting changes time to time. This is the painting of Damayanti. Damayanti is a story from our epics, and this is a character Damayanti from the paintings, and the painting is painted by the Raja Ravi Verma. Raja Ravi Verma was a very famous painter of the ancient time in 19th and 18th century of India, and he painted this painting. This is a very beautiful painting, and today we will read about the history of the painting. What is the past of the painting? What is the past of Indian style of the painting? So this is a very interesting topic today, and I hope you all enjoy that topic, and you will learn a lot from this chapter about the style of paintings and how the changing world of visual arts, मतलब how कैसे आर्ट जो है हमारी दुनिया को बदलता है, हाउ आर्ट कैन चेंज द वर्ल्ड. When you look at a work of art, a painting, a sculpture, etc., it may not be obvious that, like most other things, art too is influenced by the world around it. हम लोग वही चीज़ बनाते हैं जो हम अपने चारों तरफ देखते हैं, और आर्ट जो है उसी से इन्फ्लुएंस्ड होती है जो हमारे चारों तरफ होती है. You may not realize that what you see also shapes your own ideas. In this chapter, we will be looking at the changes in the world of visual arts during the colonial period. Colonial period, what is the colonial period? Colonial period was the time when the Britishers were ruling in India, and how these changes are linked to the wider history of colonialism and nationalism. नेशनलिज्म वो मूवमेंट था, वो टाइम था जब कि इंडिया जो है ब्रिटिशर्स को इंडियंस जो है वो ब्रिटिशर्स को इंडिया से हटाना चाहते थे, एंड दे वांट टू रूल देयर कंट्री. Colonial rule introduced several new arts forms, styles, materials, and techniques which were creatively adapted by Indian artists for local patterns and markets in both elite and popular circles. You will find that many of the visual forms that you take for granted today, say a grand public building with domes, columns, and arches, a scenic landscape, the realistic human image in a portrait, or in popular icon of god and goddess, a mechanically printed and mass-produced picture, had their origins in the period we will discuss in this chapter. To understand this chapter and to understand this history, we will focus primarily on the changes in our sphere, painting and printmaking. So, कैसे print making आए हमारे इंडिया में और इन दिस वर्ल्ड, हाउ प्रिंट मीडिया चेंजेस द वर्ल्ड. सो वी विल रीड दिस टॉपिक इन दिस चैप्टर. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, कन्वेंशन. व्हाट इज़ द मीनिंग ऑफ कन्वेंशन? एक्सेप्टेड नॉर्म ऑफ स्टाइल. स्टाइल मतलब कोई भी स्टाइल हो, पेंटिंग का, ड्रेसिंग का, दिस इज कॉल्ड कन्वेंशन, जिसको एक्सेप्ट कर लिया जाता है सोसाइटी में. द न्यू फॉर्म ऑफ इम्पेरियल आर्ट. From the 18th century, a stream of European artists came to India along with the British traders and rulers. The artists brought with them new style and new convention of paintings. They began producing pictures which became widely popular in Europe and helped shape Western perceptions in India. जब ब्रिटिशर्स और यूरोपियंस जो है वो इंडिया में आए, तो उनके साथ साथ जब वो ट्रेड करने के लिए आए थे, तो उनके साथ साथ काफ़ी सारे पेंटर्स भी इंडिया में आए, और उनकी पेंटिंग्स से इंडियन पेंटिंग स्टाइल में भी काफ़ी चेंजेस आए. एंड यूरोपियन आर्टिस्ट ब्रॉट विद देम द आइडिया ऑफ रियलिज्म, and this was a belief that artists had to observe carefully and depict faithfully with the eye saw. What the artist produced was accepted to look real and lifelike. जो अब तक पेंटिंग दूसरे स्टाइल से होती थी इंडिया में, बट नाउ द पेंटर एंड आर्टिस्ट प्रोड्यूस्ड वाज एक्सेप्टेड टू लुक रियल एंड लाइफ लाइक. यूरोपियन आर्टिस्ट ऑल्सो ब्रॉड विद देम द टेक्निक ऑफ ऑयल पेंटिंग. पहले इंडिया में ऑयल पेंटिंग यूज़ नहीं होती थी, बट यूरोपियन आर्टिस्ट brought with them the technique of oil painting, and a technique with which Indian artists were not very familiar. Oil painting enabled artists to produce images that looked real. Not all European artists in India were inspired by the same things. The subjects they painted were weird, but invariably they seemed to emphasize the superiority of Britain, its culture, its people, its power. Let us look at a few major trends within imperial art. What was the now I want you can imagine that what was the theme of their painting. They want to paint such a painting which are showing the energy and the strength and the culture of the Britishers. They want to show through their painting that how superior we are. They want to emphasize the superiority of Britain, its culture, its people, its power. So looking for the picturesque. What is picturesque? And what is engraving? A word is engraving. Engraving, a picture printed into paper from a piece of wood or metal into which the design or drawing has been cut. तो अगर कोई पिक्चर जो है वो किसी मेटल पे है, वुड पे है, तो उसको पेंट उस पे करना. अ पिक्चर printed onto paper from a piece of wood or metal into which the design of drawing has been cut. तो जिससे हम डिज़ाइन को कट कर सके वुड पे या मेटल पे, उस पे पेंटिंग्स करना, उसको हम बोलते हैं इंग्रेविंग, खोदना. लुकिंग फॉर द पिक्चर्स. One popular imperial tradition was that the picturesque landscape painting. What was the picturesque? This style of painting depicted India as a quaint land to be explored by traveling British artists. Its landscape was rugged and wild, seemingly untamed by human hands. Thomas Daniel and his nephew William Daniel were the most famous of the artists who painted within his tradition. So, Thomas Daniel and his nephew William Daniel, these were the famous painters at the time on who used picturesque. They came to India in 1785 and stayed from 7 years, journeying from Calcutta to northern and southern India. They produced some of the most evocative picturesque landscape of Britain's newly conquered territories. So Thomas Daniel and his nephew William Daniel, the main role of there was that they want to paint the paintings which were want to paint that land's painting which were won by the Britishers. They produced some of the most एवोकेटिव पिक्चर्स क्यू लैंडस्केप ऑफ ब्रिटिश न्यूली कॉन्कॉर्ड, जिसको ब्रिटिशर्स ने इंडिया में जो जो पार्ट्स जीत लिए थे, कवर कर लिए थे, उनके पिक्चर्स वो बनाते थे. देयर लार्ज ऑयल पेंटिंग्स ऑन कैनवस वर रेगुलरली एग्जिबिटेड टू सेलेक्ट ऑडियंस इन ब्रिटेन. फिर वो पेंटिंग्स वो ब्रिटेन में जाके दिखाते थे कि इंडिया के ये पार्ट्स जो है हमने जीत लिए हैं. एंड देयर एल्बम्स ऑफ इनग्रेविंग वर eagerly brought up by British public keen to know about Britishers empire, Britain's empire. तो जब पेंटिंग्स वो लोग यहाँ पे बनाते थे दोनों, थॉमस डैनियल एंड विलियम डैनियल, तो उनका मोटो यही रहता था, वो पेंटिंग्स यहाँ से बना के उनको पेंट करके एंड दे पुट एन एग्जीबिशन इन ब्रिटेन एंड द पीपल ऑफ ब्रिटेन see these paintings and they want to know that how much the Britain's public keen to know about Britain's empire, how much our empire is increasing. So this is figure 2. Ruins on the bank of the Ganga at Gazipur painted by Thomas Daniel. ऑयल पेंटिंग है ये, उन्होंने बनाया ये पेंटिंग कि ये वाला पार्ट हमने इंडिया का जीत लिया है. ये गंगा रिवर का पेंट है गाजीपुर का. Figure 2 is a typical example of a picturesque landscape painted by the Daniels. Notice the ruins of local buildings that were once grand. The buildings were a reminder of past glory, remains of an ancient civilization that was now in ruins. It was as if the decaying civilization would change the modernization only through British governance. So इन पिक्चर्स के थ्रू वो यही दिखाना चाहते थे कि civilization जो है वो only civilization can change through the British government. मतलब in India if they want to bring civilizations, so only British government can bring the civilization in India. This was their main motto. Now you can see another picture. Clive Street in Calcutta, drawn by Thomas and William Daniel in 1786. And this image of British rule bringing modern civilization to India is powerfully emphasized in the numerous picture of late 18th century. Calcutta, drawn by the Daniels. In this drawing, you can see the making of new Calcutta. They are making a new Calcutta. You can see that the picture of the India is changing. The buildings, the tower, with wide avenues, majestic European style buildings, and new modes of transport. There is life and activity on the roads. There is drama and excitement. Look carefully at figure 2 and 3. See how the Daniels contrast the images of traditionally India and that of life under British rule. Figure 2 seeks to represent the traditional life of India as pre-modern, changeless, and motionless, typified by Faquire cows and boats sailing on the river. Figure 3 shows the modernizing influence of British rule by emphasizing a picture of dramatic change. Means figure 3 में आप देख सकते हैं कि उन्होंने पूरा ड्रामेटिक चेंज दिखाया हुआ है एंड इन फिगर 2 में आप देख सकते हैं कि उन्होंने कुछ चेंजेस नहीं दिखाए हैं. इंडिया की पुरानी पेंटिंग्स, पुराने स्कल्पचर्स एंड बिल्डिंग्स ही दिखाई हैं जो कि अब टूट रही हैं. दे वॉन्ट टू शो दैट इंडिया इज चेंजिंग. Portraits of authorities. Portraits क्या होते हैं? Portrait means a picture of a person in which the face and its expression is prominent, and portraiture means the art of making portrait. उसको हम बोलते हैं portraiture. Another tradition of art that became immensely popular in colonial India was portrait painting. Portrait painting बनाना means किसी बड़े किंग की या किसी बड़े ऑफिसर्स की, ब्रिटिशर्स की ऐसी पेंटिंग बनाना जिसमें उसके पूरे उसकी richness, उसकी जो है the rich and the powerful, both Britishers and India wanted to see themselves on canvas. Unlike the existing India tradition of painting portraits is miniature, colonial portraitures were life-size images that looked lifelike and real. The size of the painting itself projected the importance of the patrons who commissioned these portraits. This new style of portraiture also served as an ideal means of displaying the lavish lifestyles, wealth, and status that the empire generated. Next is commission. What is commission? This is a new word. From this chapter you will learn commissions. To formally choose someone to do a special piece of work, usually against payment. Payments के through किसी से work कराना, this is called commissions. As portrait paintings become popular, many European portrait painters came to India in search of profitable commissions. अब यूरोपियन पेंटर्स और पीपल जो इंडिया में आने लगे थे, प्रॉफिटेबल कमीशन उन्हें मिल सके ताकि one of the most famous of the visiting European painters was Johann Joffrey. He was born in Germany, migrated to England, and came to India in the mid-1780s for 5 years. Figure 3 and figure 4 are two examples of the portraits that Joffrey painted. Notice the way figure of Indian servants and the sprawling lawn of colonial mansions appear in such portraits. See how the Indians are shown in submissive, as inferior, as serving their white masters, while the Britishers are shown as superior and imperious. They flaunt their clothes, stand regular to sit arrogantly, and live a life of luxury. Indians are never at the center of such paintings. They usually occupy a shadowy background. Means you can see that in this painting में in figure 4 you can see that Indians जो है वो पीछे वो लेडी खड़ी है वो these are the Indians. They want to show them inferior. They want to show them submissive. और जो पिक्चर का मेन पार्ट होते थे वो ब्रिटिशर्स होते थे एंड इन दिस पिक्चर दे वांट टू शो दैट वी आर सुपीरियर, वी आर इम्पीरियस. तो वो ऐसी पेंटिंग बनाते थे जिसमें वो इंडियंस को खुद से इन्फीरियर शो कराना चाहते थे. लाइक इन दिस पेंटिंग इंडियंस आर वर्किंग एज देयर सर्वेंट and like serving tea and holding their clothes and just standing to take an order. And in figure 5 you can see that many of the Indians Nawabs to begin commissioning imposing oil portraits by European painters. You have seen how the British posted residence in Indian court and began controlling the affair of the state. See, Indian Nawabs means जो इंडिया के जो kings थे, they also want to make a painting of themselves. Like in figure 6, the portrait of Nawab Muhammad Ali Khan of Arcot painted by George Wilson. Means ये इनकी painting भी बनाते थे. मीन्स नवाब भी अपनी पेंटिंग्स पेंट करवाते थे. दे होप टू सोशलाइज विद द ब्रिटिश एंड अडॉप्ट देयर स्टाइल एंड taste. Muhammad Ali Khan was one such Nawab. After a war with the British in the 1707, he became a dependent pensioner of the East India Company. उन्होंने अपना जो किंगडम था वो ब्रिटिशर्स को दे दिया था और 1770 से वो ब्रिटिशर्स से पेंशन लेने लग गए थे अपने किंगडम के बदले. But the nonetheless commissioned two visiting European artists, Tilly Kettle and George Wilson, to paint his portrait and gifted this painting to the King of England and the Directory of the East India Company. The Nawab had lost political power, but the portraits allowed him to look at himself as a royal figure. Look at the painting by Wilson. Notice the way the Nawab posed and how he assert his majesty. तो उसकी पूरी की पूरी जो मेजेस्टी थी या उसका किंगडम तो चला गया था, बट ब्रिटिशर्स ने उन्हें अलाउड किया कि वो अपनी एक ऐसी पेंटिंग बनवा सकते हैं जिसमें कि वो एक किंग की तरह दिखे. एंड सी हाउ ही इज शोइंग हिज मेजेस्टी, मीन्स ही सर्वेंट इज़ वो झुके हुए हैं उसके सामने, पीछे खड़े हैं हाथ जोड़ के. तो इस तरह से ये पेंटिंग बनवा के इनको शो करना चाहते थे अपनी पावर. नाउ पेंटिंग हिस्ट्री. देयर वाज अ थर्ड कैटेगरी ऑफ इम्पीरियल आर्ट called history painting. The tradition sought to dramatize and recreate various episodes of British imperial history and enjoyed great prestige and popularity during the late 18th and early 19th century. British victory in India as rich material for history painters in Britain. These painters drew on first-hand sketch and account of travelers to depict for the British public as favorable image of British action in India. These paintings once again celebrate the British, their power, their victories, their supremacy. One of the first of these history paintings was produced by French Hamann in 1762 and placed in public display in the Vauxhall Garden in London. The British had just defeated सिराजुद्दौला. अब इन फिगर 7 यू कैन सी दैट कि जब ब्रिटिशर्स ने सिराजुद्दौला को डिफीट किया, वो अपनी विक्ट्रीज़ को दे वांट टू शो देयर विक्ट्रीज थ्रू देयर पेंटिंग. जहाँ जहाँ पे वो जीते इंडिया में, एंड दे मेक अ पेंटिंग related to their victories. And the British had just defeated Sirajuddaulah in famous Battle of Plassey. You know that Sirajuddaulah was defeated in the war of the Plassey, Battle of the Plassey, and instead Mir Jafar installed Mir Jafar as the Nawab of Murshidabad. It was a victory won through conspiracy. अब क्योंकि मीर जाफ़र ने जो है उसको धोखा किया था, उसको चीट दिया था, सिराजुद्दौला को चीट किया था. दैट्स वाई सिराजुद्दौला वॉज डिफीटेड इन दैट विक्ट्री एंड मीर जाफ़र बिकेम द मीर जाफ़र वॉज अवॉर्डेड एंड टाइटल ऑफ द नवाब instead of Sirajuddaulah. And in the paintings by Hamann, this act of aggression and conquest is not depicted. It shows Lord Clive being welcomed by Mir Jafar and his troops after the Battle of Plassey. तो इन पेंटिंग में उन्होंने दिखाया था कि this is the Mir Jafar in the yellow clothes and he is welcoming Mir Jafar. Mir Jafar is welcoming the troop of the he welcomed by Mir Jafar civil beings and Sirajuddaulah was dead in this painting. And फिगर 7 लॉर्ड क्लाइव जो है उनकी मीटिंग हो रही मीर जाफ़र से, नवाब ऑफ मुर्शिदाबाद उन्होंने उसको डिक्लेयर कर दिया था मीर जाफ़र को आफ्टर द बैटल ऑफ प्लासी, पेंटेड बाय फ्रांसिस हैमन. ऑयल पेंटिंग 1762 की. सो यू कैन सी दैट दे वांट टू शो देयर विक्ट्री. In figure 8, the storming of Seringapatam painted by Robert Carey Port. सेरिंगापट्टनम में क्या हुआ था उसकी इसमें बनाया गया. जो सेरिंगापट्टनम में उन्होंने वहाँ पर भी वो जीता था. सेरिंगापट्टनम में भी उन्होंने एक विक्ट्री हासिल की थी. द सेलिब्रेशन ऑफ ब्रिटिश मिलिट्री इसमें शो की हुई है. द सेलिब्रेशन ऑफ ब्रिटिश मिलिट्री ट्रिम कैन बी सीन इन द मैनी पेंटिंग्स ऑफ द बैटल ऑफ श्रीरंगापट्टनम. नाउ अब इसका नाम है श्रीरंगापट्टनम. पहले उसका नाम था श्रीरंगापट्टम, अब है श्रीरंगापट्टनम. Tipu Sultan of Mysore, as you know, was one of the most powerful enemies of the British, and he was finally defeated in 1799 at the famous battle of Seringapatam. टीपू सुल्तान जो है वो उनका सबसे फेमस एनिमी था और उसको 1799 में श्रीरंगापट्टनम की बैटल में they defeated Tipu Sultan. And notice the way the battle scene is painted in figure 8. You can see that This is the battle scene, and you can notice that the British troops are shown storming the fort from all side. उसमें दिखाया गया ये रेड क्लोथ्स में जो है ये ब्रिटिश के जो है वो हैं सोल्जर्स हैं, और इसमें इन्हें शो किया गया है कि ब्रिटिश जो ट्रूप है उनके जो सोल्जर्स है द ब्रिटिश ट्रूप आर शोन स्टॉर्मिंग, तूफान की तरह वहाँ पे वो अटैक कर रहे हैं किले पे, स्टॉर्मिंग द फोर्ट फ्रॉम ऑल साइड, कटिंग टीपू सोल्जर्स टू पीस एंड क्लाइंबिंग द वॉल, रेजिंग द ब्रिटिश फ्लैग aloft on the rampart of Tipu's fort. It is a painting full of action and energy. The painting dramatizes the event and glorifies the British Rome. Imperial history painting shot to create a public memory of imperial triumphs. Victory had to be remembered, implanted in the memory of people, both in India and Britain. Only then could the British appear invisible and all powerful. Means in this painting, so this painting British want to show their power in India. They want to show that ki how weak Indians are, and we are winning their place. In figure 9, the discovery of the body of Sultan Tipu by General Sir David Baird, 4 May 1799, painted by David Valkail Oil. जब सिराजुद्दौला की बॉडी मिली तो उसकी पेंटिंग है, देखो, you can see that सिराजुद्दौला is laying down, his death, and his body is in his legs. The body is they want to show that the body they are not giving any respect to the body of the king Sirajuddaulah. Look at the way General Baird, who led the British army that stormed Tipu's fort, is shown standing triumphantly in the middle. The lantern light up Baird, making him visible to a spectre. Tipu lies down, his body hidden in semi-darkness, his foes are defeated, his royal clothes torn and stripped off. The painting seems to announce that it is the fate of these who dare to oppose the British. They want to show that कि अगर कोई Britishers को against जाएगा, this is the fate, उसका ये हाल होगा. This is the fate of those who dare to oppose the Britishers. So they एक डर पैदा करना चाहते थे वो Indians के दिल में. That's why they were painting these types of painting.